So you are being guided to use your inner voice. You could be a writer, a musician, a teacher, an editor. But with this black egg showing up in your reading today, this is about what is hiding within. And this is about letting your inner voice shine through. We also got the panther spirit animal. And so this is like an annihilation of unnecessary things. This is a purging. So this is being brave, being productive, but in the sense of showing someone or a situation who's boss. So, what truth are you being guided to say? Or is it an inner truth that you're being guided to accept for yourself? So, we're going to dive into this energy today. Thanks so much for being here with me. I do appreciate you allowing me to channel for you in this way. I'll be using the Sun and Moon Tarot deck. It is by Vanessa Decourt. I finally remember because I just looked at the card description today. The first card out is the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like this message today is about inspiring you to remember who the F you are. Like, you are different from these people. You don't need validation from other people because you have worked so hard on your self-concept. And if this isn't resonating with you in that sense, then it is time for you to really step into who you are. But to be honest, I do think I'm aligning today with a collective of people who have mastered their feminine energy. But I won't speak too soon because there are some more cards out. But I do just want to say that the cheetah animal, the cheetah spirit, is also with you. And while I have this book here, let's just go ahead and see what that cheetah energy is all about. I am using a deck. It's called it's a animal spirit deck and guidebook, The Wild Unknown by Kim Kranz. I was out thrifting at Goodwill one day, and I want to say it was like near Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I'm based in North Carolina, by the way. So I was in Goodwill and I saw it, and it was basically untouched. And I just loved that so much. So the cheetah spirit talks about solar force, which is literally the confidence that I was picking up on before. It's action, it's achievement, it's also masculine energy. When in balance, this spirit can achieve anything, and there's boundless energy. When out of balance, it's in competition and impatient to bring into balance, reconnect with your purpose. So I do really think that could also be the message here today. But it's so cool. We've got fire elements here, and we have this very spiritual element. So this could be a time of spiritual awakenings occurring in your life right now. You also could be someone who loves to wear dark clothing, dark makeup. You yourself could have darker features. What else do we need to know about this energy? It's sideways. Ace of Cups. The Tower. I'm going to split the deck because I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I saw a tarot reader do that once, and she splits the deck and then takes off the top 3 cards to get the overall message, and this method has not failed me once. We do have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So are you getting frustrated with something that you've been building that has not really reaped a reward quite yet? I see that message being emphasized again with the 6 of Wands, victory in reverse. So you're not feeling accomplished in something, you're feeling quite drained, but maybe it's going back and forth because this card did come out sideways. It's like, I'm drained one day, I'm filled up the next, and drained with like depletion or filled with inspiration. And I do think that I'm diving into a collective that is very creative, with that first card being the Black Egg. That really talks a lot about the voice. So musicians, singers, writers, editors, teachers. So what you may be trying to start something. You may have a project you're working on. This message today is to keep going and to allow the tower to fall. So there are shifts that are needing to happen in your life, and they're for a reason. So the more we hold on to trying to control the change that's trying to happen around us, the more chaos we will bring into our lives. So the third eye is the Eye of Horus is on this card. I am going to dive a little deeper into the tower to get just a little bit more confirmation for you today. I know that you might be going stir crazy, but I want to help confirm what you've been feeling. So the three cards that came out were the Ten of Swords, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You may be feeling very defeated. You may be feeling like your life has reached a drastic end, and it's like, how do I come up? How do I come back from this? I am not happy. I am feeling very defeated, and I feel like I've missed an opportunity. So here are those cards. We've got the Ten of Swords with Ruin, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. I can also read these three cards a different way. You may right now be standing up again. You may be rising above again, trying to find the joy, trying to find happiness in your life, trying to manifest an opportunity. Keep doing that. The more you prioritize your joy and living in the present moment, the more you prioritize a gratitude mindset, the more positive things can come in. So I do want to clarify this tower because I want to see what is trying to come down, what's trying to break down for you so that you can have a rebuild. What is the tower? All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Whoa, I didn't mean to say reverse. So that could be Spirit speaking through me. This card coming out means that you need to move away from something, that something is not as peaceful for you as you'd like to think it is. Maybe you are avoiding that move. And maybe this deals with a significant other. This could also deal with family. This could be someone who is married or in a long-term relationship. We have the Magician in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. So this tower that's trying to fall, there is a relationship that you have been romanticizing, or a relationship that was once filled with so much love and abundance and gratitude that has shifted, that you are being guided to walk away from. This connection did not end up being what you thought it was going to be. This connection didn't manifest in the ways that you wanted it to. I'm going to split the deck again to get even further messages. There could be, I see the feminine energy is wounded here. I see feminine energy that is taking a hit. I also can see mother wounds coming through. Some of you really are married to someone. We have the Six of Cups, the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Wands. So I can also read this a different way. This relationship could be solid, but your mindset isn't. And this relationship could be taking a hit because of lack mindset, scarcity mindset. And what does that sound like? Well, that will never work out for me. That can never happen to me. I'm afraid of losing everything. What if we don't have this anymore? I don't have enough money. We're broke. We don't have enough. It's like that lack mindset, that scarcity mindset will genuinely ruin a good thing. So, is this a pulse check? Is this your spirit guides coming through you today to remind you that you have nothing to stress about? That yes, you have been through a very toxic past that would have it would have really broken other people, but you are being guided to really remember your strength and resilience. Like, you were made for this. Your past, yes, it was devastating and really hard, and you didn't know if you were going to make it through, but you are here, standing, breathing, living. And your story can be a testimony for other people. So this reading today, it's about recognizing what you've completed, what you've accomplished by yourself, but also with people that care about you, and probably your spouse or your partner or your friends or community. This is about remembering that there still is pleasure and good in life, that you do have people who love you, that you do have soulmate connections around you. So this is about getting rid of limiting beliefs. The Empress doesn't think like that. The Empress is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. And this feminine archetype is so peaceful, but so powerful and direct, and she co-creates her reality with the creator. She knows that she was destined for greatness. She knows that whatever she needs, all she has to do is ask and believe that it is hers. So the Empress has a faith-based mindset. The Empress creates without a need for things to be perfect. It sounds like you are your own worst critic. And so this Tower is like, we need to shift our mindset. The Magician in reverse, it's a very negative place to be in. And if not careful, it can turn into a very manipulative energy as well. And I know that's not what you want to be. So you don't realize, but sometimes your negativity is manipulative, because you then point all of the energy back to you, who is a victim of something. And I know that your story has been, again, like total ruin, and I'm not here to take away your pain or your story, what you've been through, but I do want to remind you that you are a victor. You can rise above. You are a resilient, you are a powerful person. So it's like, how can we turn this ruin into a fire underneath us that actually pushes us forward to evolve? This fire has the potential to really create a dangerous person. And I don't mean dangerous in a toxic way. I mean a dangerous energy of someone truly stepping into their purpose, truly evolving into who they're meant to be. And that is you. You are this Empress. So how can we work on grounding our feminine energy? That is your Tower moment here, which honestly, it's a really good one to have, because it's like, all I have to do is believe in myself and believe that this world was created for the betterment of my evolution as a soul that reincarnated here. I know that's getting really deep, but we have to actually think that way. It's like, yes, you have a purpose here. You have a mission here. And a part of your mission is literally to believe in yourself, because you don't understand, this isn't all about you. You stepping into your true purpose, living confidently, fearlessly, living faithfully, you don't just impact your life, you impact others too that are a witness to you. I do think that you have a lot of community around you. I do think people are waiting to hear of your achievements. People are waiting to give you your flowers. And I downloaded that from the Six of Wands in reverse, that victory card. The ostentation. Ostentation is when you are adorned and congratulated and welcomed for what you have done. So that energy is coming to you. It is inevitable. We just have to get you comfortable with this tower falling, okay? Just let it fall. Just dive into the self-work. Dive into what you need to work on. And lean on your community too. Humble yourself enough to say, I need help and I want you to help me. You can say that to others for sure, but you can also say that to the divine, to your spiritual guides. And if you don't know who your spiritual guides are, that is okay. A lot of us don't know. I mean, I'm still learning about mine. I think it's a constant thing that certain spirits that have passed on or deities that we learn about throughout history, they will enter our life at some point. So if you are wanting to connect with spiritual guides, you really can just say, Spirit, please connect me with my spirit guides of light, my ancestors of light, because I want to be clear that there are some spiritual guides who, want revenge. There are some ancestors that have not been so kind and polite, but we can be intentional about speaking into existence what we want with that. So to wrap up the reading today, I am going to get a couple messages for you from your spirit team. I am going to be using the Heart Speaks Love Oracle deck. Yes, this is typically used for my love readings, but we're going to just go with it. And I know I'll be able to interpret the message for you that way. What does the collective spiritual guides want to say today? I love this. I really do. I really love this energy. The first card out we have is I'm ready to commit. Now, immediately what I hear from that is please commit to your purpose. They're saying please commit to the decision that you've already made in the back of your mind. Just see it through and know that we are here. We are not going to leave you. I know that you're afraid that we will leave you, but divine support has never left you. I'm afraid you'll leave me. That's you talking to them. You live in fear that people, spirit, places, things will leave you. You have abandonment wounds that you really need to dive into. You are safe here. You are safe with me. I am grateful that you're here to receive this honest message today. This energy can really help you, but you have to really want that help for yourself. They're saying that it's time. You're ready for this. You're ready for this commitment that requires all of you. When you invest your all into something that you have your eyes set out on, there is nothing but good that will come from that. Of course, I say that and immediately hear the backlash, but what I mean is when you know you're supposed to be writing that book, when you know you're supposed to be teaching that group of people, when you know that you're supposed to go back to school, when you know that you're supposed to release your art, when you know you're supposed to commit to a project, when you know you're supposed to submit your work to be received by a collective of an art community. When you're doing those things, that's what I'm talking about. That energy will be rewarded, okay? We also have I feel guilt. Maybe you feel guilty for some things that have happened in your life, and this is a time for you to forgive yourself. This is a time for you to be gentle with yourself. And I think that that's why a lot of you actually do need to go to church because not everyone is so spiritually grounded by themselves. You may feel guided to go back to church to hear the word of God. You may feel guided to connect with a community of people, like maybe you're in search of a coven or witches that you can, a coven. You should go to a metaphysical shop, get to know people, talk to them, use Facebook, use social media. We live in the age of Aquarius right now, and there's no better time to connect with like-minded individuals than now. Like this time was genuinely made for us, and we can use technology to help us. So if you are feeling like you need community, don't be afraid to go out there and get it, because this community can help you release that guilt. They can help affirm who you are and the situation at hand. And I also want to say, if there are things that you feel guilty about, it is never too late to make amends. If you feel like there are things that you need to apologize for, if there's things that maybe you didn't show up in your most highest version of yourself, you can apologize. You can try to make it right. It's never too late for that. If you feel like you can't outright talk to someone, write a message, write a letter. Don't hold yourself back from getting clarity and clearing the air in situations where you feel like you have done harm onto someone else, okay? There's also this energy coming through of jealousy. You do not need to be jealous of anyone that has the things that you have. You don't know their story, and you don't know their past lives. Maybe their past life, they were this righteous person and they did everything right and they were blessed with luck in the next one. You really don't know. So, and also too, that's not your place to insert your judgment, because jealousy really, at the end of it, it's really judgment, and it could be judgment, harsh judgment to self, but also harsh judgment to others. You have nothing to be jealous of because everything that you want can be yours. And this is the point of the reading today. I want to get you guys to understand that you can co-create with the universe. You can ask for whatever you want, and also you can heal your subconscious mind to believe that it was destined to be yours in the first place. So this was that jealousy card. It was on the bottom of the deck. Your spirit guides have a last message for you today, and they want you to know that we see you trying, and all you need to do is keep trying. We know that you're in a healing process. And they also are saying, be patient with yourself while you heal. Nothing is going to be, the healing journey is not going to be the same every day. Grief comes in waves. I mean, literally yesterday I was sitting here and I found a dog hair. My dog Oliver passed away a couple months ago, and here I am sitting in more grief, and I had no idea that would happen yesterday, but I put the little piece of his fur in my phone case just because I couldn't just like throw it on the ground. I felt like I wanted to keep that with me. So yeah, grief comes in waves, and change, it's like with me in my personal life, I really have health goals that I'm trying to achieve. I want to feel fit for the first time in my life. And so I'm really actively working on that. And sometimes I fall off the horse, but all I can do is get back on. I'm not always as consistent lifting weights as I would like to be, but every day is a new chance to create a new schedule for yourself, a new system. I'm very type A. I've got a lot of Virgo in my Vedic astrology birth chart. But yeah, so you know you need to grow. You know you're working on yourself. You're becoming a better version. And I think your spiritual guides just want to affirm that for you today. There's also a yellow monarch that just flew across my backyard, which is so beautiful, a beautiful omen for you. And I can leave you with that. If you want to go look up the spiritual meaning of the yellow monarch, you definitely should do so. I think there will be some messages in that for you. But I appreciate you. I am here for you. I'm sending you strength to get through this very chaotic, catalytic phoenix time of your life. And yeah, I hope that you have a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to exchange the energy with me today. I'd greatly appreciate that. I will see you guys again soon.